My name is Robert Russoniello. I'm a consultant with ISM, and today we're going to have a short session on Mass 200 version 4.5 for SQL, which is going to be coming out toward the end of the year. Now, a couple of the highlights with this version is customers will be able to choose Mass 200 either Provide X backend or SQL backend. So it's the first time customers will be able to choose among the two. Also, for the first time, there's going to be a full migration path for current Mass 200 customers. What this means is customers currently on the Provide X platform will be able to essentially migrate from that platform to the SQL platform. Version 4.45, which came out at the end of 2010, had a process for clients, while it wasn't documented or made public, did have a process for customers wanting to move from 4.4 product update 2 to Mass 200 4.45 for SQL, and it did provide a somewhat painless migration. However, security and some other system files still needed to get essentially re-entered into the new SQL system. Well, now Sage has essentially made a very seamless path so that we can go through a wizard and essentially move all the information needed from your current Mass 200 Provide X to the Mass 200 SQL platform. Another highlight is Sage's focus on web enabling the product to improve usability and allow customers more mobile access and additional web-based integrations. Sage is going to start integrating more interoperability between Mass and the web, starting with version 4.5. As well, there's 15 more extended solutions rolled into the product. We're going to talk about some of these later on in our session. And finally, the product shipment is expected to customers in late 2011. We don't have an exact date yet. We're still running beta, and that's expected through the third quarter. And so we should have a more definite time frame about the date the product will be available to users. But we are expecting the end of 2011 timeframe. Now, the modules available for the SQL version, a bit different than the Provide X backend. We've got AP, AR, pretty much the base or core accounting systems. Here's a list of the modules that will be available. While definitely this will suffice with a majority of our users, you'll notice that payroll is not on this list. And so if you are a company that uses payroll, currently there will not be an option to move to the SQL backend. But we do have other options. Sage will be introducing a link to a Sage Abra payroll system. So there will be some options in the future to essentially migrate users who have modules that will not be available in SQL to move into a SQL platform and have some other options available. SQL licensing, a couple of points here. Sage SQL Runtime Edition licenses, Microsoft SQL Server 2008 Release 2 is going to be available from Sage in 2 licensing modules per user or per processor. The licenses are limited for use with Sage ERP and integrated third-party or development partner solutions. Per user licensing is sold as client server access licenses with a minimum purchase of 5 users. And per processor licenses may be more cost-effective for customers with 20 or more users. You can essentially use your SQL Server, purchase it outside of Sage, but at the same time, Sage will make available to users the ability to purchase SQL. Okay, so keep in mind this is separate from your existing Mass 200 software. Now, I mentioned that there are some extended solutions rolled in. We're going to talk about a couple of these now, but I'll just make note of them in completion. So starting with 4.4, Sage has been rolling out extended solutions into the package. While most of these, or all of these in the past, had to be purchased by customers, Sage has really made a great effort to pull a lot of this extra functionality into the base product. So we start out with SO 1005, price level by customer and product line. SO 1173, item pricing by total quantity. SO 1530, enhanced sales order integration with job cost. SO 1175, lot serial distribution entry from sales order. And you'll notice I have it in red. We're going to go through a brief discussion on it. We definitely have some customers with these extended solutions that can greatly benefit from them. SO 1417 maintains split commissions by customer. SO 1354 commission rate table by salesperson, customer, and item. AR 1068 customers with national accounts. PO 1020 purchase orders created from sales orders. SO 1489 auto-generate purchase orders from SO entry. And I had a notation that on the base product, 4.5, there are many more payroll solutions that are being bundled in. Well, of course, with payroll being phased out of the SQL or not available in the SQL product, they are not on this list. National accounts. So national accounts was an extended solution that was available, now finally being rolled in. And what national accounts will allow you to do in AR is essentially allow you to create a parent customer as well as other customers in your AR system who will act as children. Now, this is a good solution for customers who deal with corporate offices, who handle billings for their individual stores, whether it be Costco or Petco or any, again, national company who has several stores. And as a client, you definitely want to see those stores as individual customers in your system so that you can run sales-type reports and you can do analyses on those customers. However, the ability for the parent to pay bills and as well as to process invoices for those stores essentially now can be handled with national accounts or national account management. So that now is a first very nice extended solution that's being rolled into the base package. Second, the ability to auto-generate POs from SOs. So now you'll be able to, in the PO module, select the SOs, a group of SOs. Mass will essentially aggregate them based on the primary vendor and automatically generate POs for you. And lot distribution from SO entry. So of course, currently you can distribute lots from the shipping module and from invoice data entry. Well, now you'll be able to distribute lots from sales order entry. So you can certainly segregate inventory or at least reserve inventory for certain customers from the sales order module simply by turning on this functionality in the options.